Good evening, family. This is Marianne. I'm bringing you an interview with Bubba Gill, who is part of the community that could give us a broader insight on the abrupt cancellation of the tour for Dr. Umar Johnson. Bubba Gill, can you please greet the YouTube community?
All right. How y'all doing? Imhotep.
Okay, Bubba Gill, can you explain to them in the community when someone hear the title Bubba? Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. All right. Uh, Baba is the correct pronunciation, and the word Baba means father. All right. It also refers to a priest, specifically of the Yoruba religion and its offshoots. So the Yoruba, who are they? The Yoruba is one of the four main ethnic groups in Nigeria. One of the four largest main ethnic groups in Nigeria. That's what, the importance of that being that during the transatlantic slave trade, their culture has been well preserved throughout the Americas in the diaspora in several countries, from Haiti to Trinidad, Cuba, as well as Brazil, and even, for that matter, the United States as of recently. But the diaspora has preserved a lot of their culture from Africa.
Okay. Okay, Bubba Gill. I'm gonna start with the very first question. Dr. Umar abruptly canceling his tour within the conscious community. Do you think that's a good look or a bad look?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The tour could have been canceled for any number of reasons. So it's hard to say if it's good or bad. At first glance, it doesn't appear to be It doesn't appear to be good, but there could be any number of reasons why he may have had to cancel.
Like,
So, we are talking about we are dealing with a post-pandemic world that we live in. Recently the pandemic shut down the entire world, was literally paralyzed. There's also a new strain of COVID that they're talking about. So let's just look at the big picture and be patient with each other. There could be a health problem that he's dealing with personally. Maybe a health problem with a family member that he has to attend to.
okay, I think I would agree with you. Health issue or probably family, because he does care for his mother, but I wouldn't say pandemic because we're no longer in COVID era. So
Right. However, there are we are recently out of that pandemic, and they are talking about new strains of COVID, right? So it may not be, we may not, although we may not be in a pandemic. I'm just saying that to say there could be something pertaining to his health, and or he's got a busy schedule, a tight schedule, a lot. He's booked apparently, and who knows? It could be any number of things. But at first glance, no, it doesn't look good.
right.
Okay.
So let's give it the benefit. There might be a health issue, or it might be he's the primary caregiver for his mother. Do you not think just an abrupt cancellation throughout all the houses, should he not come out publicly and give some kind of explanation?
Hey, in a perfect world, that would be nice to have, right? But let's try to just be patient with the brother and make no assumptions, or not be quick to judge. There could be any number of reasons why he had to cancel.
But
Now
my
that being
point is common courtesy. He gave no explanation, King.
right, right. So in the perfect world, that one would be expected and nice to have, and let's just wait and just be patient and see where the chips land. Maybe there's an explanation that'll be forthcoming, and hopefully he's going to reschedule down the line.
Okay, so you believe he may come out and reschedule?
Possibly, that's quite possible. Yeah.
I don't think he will, but like you said, I'll be, open mind. Now, I have another question for you. Do you think, because you mentioned to me, like before we got on here, we are talking, you said that I'm too hard on him. Can you elaborate? What do you mean by I'm too hard on him?
Well, no, I was just saying, so what I was speaking to is that, and it's not, I was using you as an example, actually. So what I'm speaking to is just in general. We need to get to a point as a community where we're not rushing to slam each other or put each other down publicly on social media.
So do you think I slam him on social media?
You came at him a little rough. You came at him a little hard. Yeah. I just think that and it's not just about you. I'm just saying, as a rule, there's any number of black women putting down brothers online or social media, and there's any number of black men doing the same to the sisters. We have to find a better way to address each other and some common denominators that
but if I could elaborate, I think I asked for accountability, but since you said black woman, black man, look how he came publicly and dragged that woman down, name in the mud, Mrs. Stack.
That shouldn't have been done. That was a bad decision on his behalf. That's not excusable. I'm not saying I agree with him at all. I'm saying that was wrong as well. I wouldn't have done that. And the comment I guess you're talking about is when he said in response to, I guess, some woman he was dating at some point, and I believe she might have came after him online or social media, and
in fairness to her, she was giving an account. They dated. They had a there was some form of relationship.
Right, there's some type of relationship they dated, and so I think that was a poor choice of words to say for him to say to her in response that she had oral sex. She performed oral sex on him, and the way he just used a poor choice of words even in telling that. I think it's
he was vulgar. He was vulgar.
Well, I think it's understood if anybody has a relationship, they're going to be intimate. Once you that's enough right there. We can fill the blanks in on our own. But for him to take to go into details talking about her gummy bearing, how she gummy beared his Shango stick, right?
He was vulgar. He was vulgar.
Right. And going back to the whole Baba, with coming from the Yoruba culture, Shango, for those who don't know, Shango is one of the Yoruba gods or deities.
Yeah.
Known as an Orisha, right?
Yeah. So Shango, and then he served a goon.
No. Shango is a male Orisha.
Right, but he served a goon, just to be clear, Umar.
So you saying he's initiated to Ogun?
Yes, he's initiated to Ogun.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's fine. Right. Okay. But the relevance to Shango is that because he referred to his phallic symbol as a Shango stick, right? And talked about how this young woman gummy beared him. So I mean, just to give some background for those that don't know, Shango is a male Orisha, and he's associated with virility.
Right.
And
right. And I think the image is a wooden male with the penis, right? That's the image, like.
Well, male virility, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's giving clarity on family, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, masculine virility. He's also kind of like looked at as a Don Juan or Casanova of the Orishas, the ladies' man, right? So I just think he went a little too far in how he responded, and yeah, there was no place for that. He didn't have to respond like that. I said it already. I said it best. If it's understood that they have a relationship, it's implied that they were also likely intimate.
So
right.
So, do you think within the community?
And that's just another example of what I'm referring to, right? Neither him nor her. We have to get to a point where we're just not going to attack each other publicly and show all of the air all of the dirty laundry and show all the disrespect publicly on social media. And that's just, he could have chosen words better than that.
Yeah. Well, I think she gave an accountability of the relationship. I think he was the vulgar one.
Well, yeah, I said. I mean, he still. I mean, he could have definitely chose his words better. Okay.
But yeah. So I have another question for you. Do you think within the community, will they form a group to like call him? What do you call that? Bureau? Am I saying that right?
So what could happen would be like a council of elders, maybe.
Council of elders, yeah.
Yeah, like an informal council of elders that's respected. Come together and have a sit down talk, and I think this goes well beyond Umar Johnson. It just goes into Black America, period. These are things that, when you think of the community, that, being a community it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to also be a village.
Right. The concept of the village.
Right. Well, this is an aspect of not only village life, but traditional African life, but it's also, to different degrees.
But do you think he would be in agreement? Do you really believe he would humbly come in front of a council of elder?
I don't know. I can't say he would. I can't say he wouldn't. It would behoove him to, because this is the community he serves. This is his target audience. So if we call a council of elders, he would almost have to respond because he is representing us. And so, to the degree that he doesn't respond to a council of elders meeting, it doesn't serve his. I mean, it doesn't look good. It wouldn't look good.
But he abruptly canceled all the tour. So.
Well, if he abruptly canceled the tour, there must be a reason why.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's not.
Baba, he did not give. I know what you're saying, but let's not. I think we protect him too much in the community. He gave no explanation. No house have an explanation. While he technically didn't do a tour, he did the one he didn't show up. You can't count that. And he took that airfare. He has not returned that. I know that for a fact. I'm not slandering him. And then the one, he gave them a speech, but he collapsed. I mean, that's not the tour. That's two. After the no-show, he shut it down. So, but he gave no explanation. I mean, how is that acceptable?
So let's not jump to conclusions. I'm definitely not a big Dr. Umar Johnson fan, but neither am I an enemy. Okay, but let's just not be. Let's just say
but you've attended his lecture. I've been to a lecture that you've attended. Like, so
I have, but no. That being said, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been in the community. I'm from every hood in the hood. That being said, when lecturers and thought leaders or scholars come to town, usually I'm there.
Right.
So I've attended Dr. Ivan Van Sertima's lectures. I've attended Dr. Malefio Asante's lectures.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Farrakhan twice in Cleveland. Dr. Francis Cress Wells and Asa Hilliard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ashwar Kwesi. So when people like that come to town, you know, I'm usually there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just Dr. Umar Johnson.
Right. And then I think in one of my video, I also told the viewers that I didn't really get onto the Umar wagon until he started with FDMG. Like, I've you know, the concept was beautiful, the vision was appealing, and that's how I got on board. But I made it clear where, you know, I've gone to see different leaders within the community. It's when FDNG concept was introduced within the conscious community, I was like, wow, it kind of blew me away, and that's how I got on Umar. But I was technically never on Umar that way.
So I mean, there are a lot of charter schools and schools that are already in existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
His will just, you know, frankly, be just yet another one, if and when it ever gets off the ground.
Well, right? But technically, it's not going to be a charter school, like.
Okay, well, I'm just saying they're
his is like, it's a different concept. It's like grassroots, independent, run and built. Yeah. Sorry, my grandfather clock is going. It's almost done. I apologize, family. I'm surprised it's going off this late. Yeah. I don't want you to say something they miss because the chime is kind of loud. I'm in the upstairs foyer, so it's coming up from downstairs foyer. So, like I was saying, so his concept, his school concept is different from the charter school. Now, my question, do you think he took on a task that's like over his head?
Yeah, that's very possible. Very possible. That's no small order that he's trying to tackle right there. That's very possible. That may be, you know, more than he can take on by himself. Yeah, that's possible.
So
that's a very real possible scenario.
So in your heart of heart, do you believe FDMG will open?
I have no way of telling. I don't know.
Well, Baba, the question is like, do you believe it will or will not open?
I can't say beyond that. I just, you know, all I can say is I don't know. I mean, it's possible that it will. It's possible it will not.
Well, I believe. It
has been a long time, right?
10 years. and the school has not come to fruition. And then
Right.
when you said I was hard on him, when I made my round through the community, my thing was like, at Sharisi, I was a loyal donor, and then what kind of roughed my feather is him going around playing my voicemail. My thing was like, hey, no FDMG, I want my money back. Like I came gangster style, and I'm grateful and I'm
So,
happy I got my money back. But what about others? Like, so asking them accountability is not tearing them down.
no. What I'm saying is just, I think that what I'm saying is bigger than uh, Dr. Umar Johnson or even you. I'm saying in general,
Mm-hmm.
as a community, as a race of people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's far too many African American women and men attacking each other online, on social media, in one way or another. And so we have to reaffirm each other's humanity and reaffirm the good in each other, and we have to get back to some basis of just how to see the good in each other and the humanity in each other, and get back to some just some form of boundaries of how far we're gonna go.
But is accountability? Would you classify asking him for accountability tearing him down?
No. Just for accountability. No, that's not tearing them down. But I'm saying, we have to be aware and conscious of the fact that it doesn't take much for that to slip into darkness or slip into just an outright attack, right? We have to be careful. We should be cognizant of that. We should, think before we speak, and more importantly, online. You talk about on social media. That's a permanent document. Anything you say becomes a permanent document that can never be retracted at that point.
Okay.
So
let's piggyback on that point. He collapsed, and then he publicly debunked it, and that's a lie. Like, so that's permanent.
Correct. So I'm just saying, we need to be as a group of people. We need to be more cognizant. There's any number of, or on any given day, there's any number of people attacking each other on social media. And that's a big reason why I'm not on social media. I don't have a social media page. I don't have a social media.
A lot of people in the conscious community, unless you're some kind of leader, they shy away from that. Yes.
I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not interested in that. And we need to, just as a rule, look for the good in each other and try to reaffirm each other's humanity. We attack each other on the streets. We attack each other on social media. We attack each other at work. We attack each other in school. We attack each other in the corporate America. It just, where does it end? We have to get to a place where we are living up to our highest potential and not our lowest common denominator.
I think he's done that. He's done that himself.
Some of it he has, right?
Yes. For him to accuse black contractor of robbing him, that's a disrespect and a slap to the black community. And my thing is that
I disagree. If that's his truth, if he actually had an experience where that happened.
Okay, so why don't he publicly? Because from what I understand, he claimed he was dealing with contractors that are in the community. Why don't he let us know who these contractors are?
truthfully, he doesn't. I mean, so okay, that's a possibility, right? But he really doesn't. He really doesn't owe the community a response per se.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. If he's building a school that's grassroots, the community's money. Yes, he does.
That would be okay.
If you're using people money, you have a right to give them an explanation.
Okay, so in the perfect
This
world,
ain't his money. It ain't his money.
Well, once it's handed over to him, it becomes his money, right?
Whether it becomes his money or not, he's taking it under the pretext, I'm going to give you, I have a vision. You believe in my vision. I'm going to make this a reality. He's collecting this money and we don't have anything.
Okay, yeah. His first report should be to his organization, right? So if he has a board.
Exactly. And he abruptly canceled all the meeting from the House of Conscience. He only did 2. He collapsed in one. Okay, he did give the talk. And then he canceled on one. So he's not giving accountability to his community.
I'm saying his organization, so his school should, if he has.
And that's the community. The school is for the community. Well, for all black kids, black boys, but it's for the black community.
No. But what I'm saying is specific. He has to have a treasurer, right? He has to have a board.
Okay, so and then why don't he bring those people in front of the community?
Now that would be a possibility if he has that. But his first response or of accounting is to that board or that organization.
And why haven't we met? We haven't even met his secretary. A man of his caliber should have at least 2 secretaries.
And so, but
a man of his caliber, he's yet to do a YouTube video in his private office.
Okay.
I got a private office in my private residence. I got a private office in my studio. You've been to my studio, my little film studio.
Yeah, that's fine.
So a man on that level should have some office where he come and talk to his supporter from his office. We've yet to see that.
He may, right.
If he may, why haven't he done it?
What I'm saying is specifically, an office is one thing, but he should have a board, an organization.
Okay, and why haven't we met that board? We have not met his board. That's all leaders in the community. No one has met his team.
But that board is who he has to account, have updates and meetings with. It's really that board, that organizational board that he's formed for his school, right?
And you're going in circle, King. We have not met his board. We have not met his team. Where is Umar's team?
I don't know that we have to meet the team. I don't know that we have to meet the team. I don't know that the community has to meet the team. Okay, I don't know that he has to be.
So who do you know that's running for president, and you don't meet that team that's behind their political party? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm lost right now.
No. I'm saying specifically, I don't know that we have to see. I don't know that we have to know that much detail about the behind the scenes inner workings of his organization, right?
And that's the thing. The community, we don't have to know this. We don't have to know that. That's why he's getting away with what he's getting away with.
I think that now some level of transparency is needed. That would be nice, right? But I don't think that what I'm simply saying is that his accountability is first to his board. He has to report to them.
Who is the board?
Or meet with that. I don't know who they are.
Okay. And right? you are a key person in the community. Like, nobody knows the board. And that's the point I'm saying. Who is his team?
We don't know. No one knows. All right. And just because I'm a member of the community, I may not be just because I'm a member of. I'm not. I'm a member of my community.
Well,
Right.
and I'm part of my community. I mean, I'm not
Right.
no elder or
So
nothing, but
I'm not necessarily in Washington D.C. I'm not in Baltimore. I'm not in New York.
right.
I'm not in
But so,
Philadelphia.
but
I'm not in Buffalo. So it's.
But the
I'm not
point
in
that I'm
Detroit.
making,
Right.
there's not one community who could vouch to say, I know a key person on Dr. Umar's team. And I'm saying this publicly. There's no
Right.
community that could come forward, no one who could say,
Mm-hmm.
I know one person on this team. Come on, we got to be fair and honest.
Okay. And I have listen. I'm definitely not a Dr. Umar Johnson fan, but because I'm not a fan, I'm also not an enemy, right? I'm just I'm just brainstorming with you, trying to think through some of this, and but I'm just saying, if there was anybody he must report, meet with, and be transparent with, have that level of transparency, it would be to his organizational structure. And then if they decide, they can carry that forward and have meetings with the larger community, right? It's the stakeholders or shareholders, what we're calling the community, the conscious community. And that level of transparency that couldn't hurt. That's a good thing. I think it's needed.
It's definitely needed. So,
but I just feel,
and I feel like you're being politically correct. You don't. You're not telling me if you think the school will open or the school won't open. You just want to stay neutral on that, right? Like,
I have no way. I just want to give an honest answer. I just don't know.
I believe in my fiber. I don't think it's gonna come to fruition. I don't believe he's gonna open the school, and then it's because I truly stand on my belief. That's why I came with such a vengeance. I'm like, I'm gonna get my money back, and that's why I left him these voicemail, which he made public. But there was no profanity. He made it public to the community, but no profanity, no. Well, the cunt, I call him that if you wanna, but no threat to his life or anything. The point is, like, I want what I've given to you because you're not meeting your end of the bargain. That's all. And then when you said I'm hard on him, if you look when I'm talking about him, I'm not tearing him down maliciously. If I say something regard him, I don't care how much you love him, how much of a supporter you are. If you put on your thinking cap, we want to be rational, you'll see the point that I'm making. Like, my tone may come a little harsh, but I just ask for accountability.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with asking for accountability, right? That's totally fair. I'm just using that just as an example, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Far too often, far too often, there's just any number of men and women in our community, in our race, attacking each other, pulling each other down.
So do you think I'm attacking him?
No, just hear me out.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
There's far too much of that in corporate America, in the workforce, in real time, throughout every walk of Black America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. It's not. It doesn't have to be specifically about you and Dr. Johnson, right? It's just that this is too commonplace of a thing that's taking place nowadays. That's all. So I was just speaking on that. I was using that as an example to speak on that. Now, if speak your truth, and if it's, and let that stand for itself. But I think that accountability is needed. It's not a bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very sad and it's embarrassing.
Right, and then, there were. But speaking of there were a couple. There's more like several videos that you made. It's like at least 2 or 3 that I saw. So that's
Well, and you did not approve, Bubba? Like,
I just said to myself, yeah, people in business, you have business agreements or friendships and things. I just felt like so the friendship or the business is now dissolved, and that's no longer the case.
But can we be fair? Like, he approached me, and yes, it was a business transaction that went south. But I've always showed him respect. I've always been gracious. And when the thing went bad, he did not support the film. He did not put his stamp on the film. I was already known within the conscious community, she makes movies. Because a lot of like say, hey, when you're gonna make something relating to your community, and I thought when Umar reached out to me, that was like the perfect storm. So when the thing went south, what I was trying to make everybody understand, and I'm not making this up, this is not slandering, he wanted me to hand him over the film. And I said no. And then within the 3 years, the people on YouTube know about Awaken, but Awaken, that's a 3-year-old movie they're looking at. Awaken is not no new project.
Right. Right.
And then he had the audacity to lie to say, yeah, he kind of wanted the movie. I didn't want to cooperate. He was gonna give me no. I should not have to hand you over my intellectual property and for you to pay me. Like what kind of foolishness is that? Does Tyler Perry hand his movie over and then you gotta pay him? Does Spike Lee hand his movie over and you gotta pay him?
Of course not. I'm not saying I agree with that.
And then he lied. He talking about when I made my round in the community with my court paper, he lied and said this lawyer was doing all this. He travels a lot. He did. Now come on, who hires a lawyer and you don't know what your attorney's doing? Come on now, quit playing.
Okay. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and so maybe when you see my video, maybe I come across a little angry, because of his backdoor trying to stab me in the back. Yes, I'm human. So maybe I need to kind of step back and kind of, taper that down. And then when I said I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, I did publicly say I'm getting a white boy to get him. I won't do that. I would get black attorneys. That's what I would do because I don't want to be like him because I criticize him because we made a movie. He didn't want a white attorney, but in real life, King, he had 3 attorneys when he had to settle with me. I mean, like, where's the logic behind that? I don't understand how he operates. This is factual.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? So I get the point
that's fair. That's fair. What I'm responding to is I saw one clip where you were I think filing a restraining order or something against him.
Because he got on my YouTube page. He was the police confirmed that was his page. So I publicly see with him what I learned. I have to come publicly to tame him because he guards his reputation.
Right.
And then he's making threats. Like, come on now. I've never threatened him. The only thing I said, you're gonna give me my money back. I never threatened him. I said he'll vomit or defecate it, but I never threatened his life or threatened him with bodily harm.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. So your view on FDMG is you're neutral. You're not answering yes or no whether this school will open.
Hey, it's been a long time. Okay. There's a lot of factors that go into opening school. Okay, so I just can't say.
Now, do you think? Okay, let me ask you this question.
Let me say this too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to speak about it from a non-judgmental place.
Right.
Not from I'm not trying to speak from emotion or a place of judgment.
Right. I agree.
All right. So it's been a very long time.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yes.
10 years. Like, and so let me ask you this last question. Do you think he took a task that's like he went over his head, and he has too much pride to come out publicly to let Black America and to let the conscious community, hey guys, I took on this task, but it's too much for me. I'm overwhelmed.
I don't think. Well, that's possible. Well, do I think he's too proud to just admit where he's?
Yes.
Possibly, quite possibly. But I don't see no shame. I don't see what the shame would be if it were me. If I had to come and say, I would just be straightforward. You know.
And I think people would probably be more sympathetic towards him if he comes and say, hey guys, this was more than I could chew. And then another thing he don't realize, I believe if he would stop roaming all over creation and focus and opening the school, even if he opens K to fourth grade, start small. Even if he did that, I think he would get more money because people are like, look, let's give him a break. The school is happening. It ain't where it's supposed to be, but the school is happening. We don't even have that.
But Dr. David Whitaker opened up a charter school, Phoenix Academy, I believe it's called, in Cleveland.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I don't think they're still open, but at one point he had a school. So it's possible.
Well, no, I think they scale down in grade, and I don't understand how you open a school and you scale down in grades. I don't understand that concept, but I guess I don't know. I've never opened a school. I don't know.
No. Well, there's a lot of moving parts. But in Ohio, schools are funded by the student population drives how much funding you get from the state.
Yeah, but Umar, that's not the concept. His is not. His is going to be grassroots. Yeah.
But I'm explaining.
Because just like in the state, when they fund you, you have to meet requirement. They ask questions. Same thing. If you taking people's money, folks got the right to ask you questions. Point blank. Now, if it was out of your pocket, your own fund, then none of us would even make a video.
Okay, but in hindsight, it's always 2020. Okay, so maybe more questions should be asked from him up front.
Okay, and then that's why I'm having you as a special guest. The brother shut down the tour. That's where the question was going to come from the community.
Okay, so the question remains: why was the tour shut down? And then two, is it going to be rescheduled?
But he gave no explanation. That's what I'm asking you. Like, there was no explanation. It was just like all community he was supposed to hit, the tour is just abruptly shut down. And then a no-show, someone of his caliber, you don't show up? Oh my goodness. if you're in the workforce, you are no call, no show. That's ground for termination. Am I right or wrong?
Sure.
And then the person who is in charge, Elder Kovacs, who's in charge, who's reaching out to him, he's letting that brother go to voicemail. Come on now.
Right.
So this ain't no slander. This is like factual.
No, let's not jump to conclusions. We just don't know. We have to give them a little time and see where it goes.
So how much time do you think we should give them? How much time do you think we should give them right now for FDMG?
I don't know why he canceled. We have to know.
No, you just made a statement. We have to give him time. Regarding FDMG, how much time do you think Black America should give Umar Johnson?
Well, I'm addressing the tour, right? To respond to the tour.
Mm-hmm.
If Black America decides, if the community decides it's time to pull the plug on the school, then so be it, right? 10 years is a long time, and But,
so what do you mean by we should give them time? Like, elaborate. I don't understand the concept of what you just said right now, like.
Okay, let me repeat it. In regards to why his tour was canceled, that's the question I'm trying to address.
Okay.
So, with regard to why his tour was canceled, just give him a little more time to just come forward with a response.
How much time?
I can't say. I don't know why he canceled. Let's say he had a stroke. God forbid. Let's say he had a serious health issue come up.
Well, he collapsed. So we know ain't nobody gonna pass out. If your body, if you pass out, that's your body shutting down. That's the body saying something's not insane.
So that would be grounds to cancel. Health reasons, so
But why didn't he say that? He gave no explanation, King. That's the point that I'm.
If he had that doesn't need to be explained.
You lost me right there, Lee. You just lost.
No, you don't have to explain. If someone cancels because they collapse, if they collapse, right?
I'm not referring to when he collapsed at the meeting. I'm talking about why didn't he give an explanation when he canceled all the rest of the meeting? It's supposed to be 20 house. He only did 2. Well, 1 was a no-show. So there was 18 left, and he gave no explanation. He just like, I'm not making no more in-house meeting. Like, there's no explanation why he's not doing it. That's what I'm saying. Are we on the same page? I don't know if we're on the same page.
For the most part, I think we are. It's just that hey, all we can do is just wait and see at this point, and just hope his health is it's not nothing life-threatening, and that at some point, that hope for the best, that at some point in the future down the line, he'll be able to keep his commitments. Just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so let's see before the year's end. Do you think he'll come out with some kind of explanation by December? And maybe he'll resume the tour next year? I mean, I'm just putting that up.
One can only imagine. You have to have a lot more insight as to why he collapsed, as to what's going on with his health, or as to what is the reason why he canceled.
So my thing is like, why not come and give a little video? Hey, this is what happened. I'm good. This is fatigue. I was dehydrated. Why get on Instagram and debunk it?
The assumption is there's a lot of assumptions.
And ain't no assumption. I someone sent me the Instagram post.
No, I'm saying that there's a lot of assumptions that we're assuming he's capable and able to.
Of course he is. He just went to Brazil.
Okay.
I got 2 young ladies. Sylvia, the communication was extremely difficult because they speak Portuguese. You understand? And in the second one, I'm trying to get translator to bring this to YouTube. So if you could go all the way to Brazil, you could give us an explanation why you abruptly canceling the tour. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I'm being difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So right. Yeah.
And then that tour he did, this is an event these people have. He's a conscious leader. He's aware of the event. He was attending an event, but because of who he is, they allow him. I guess they gave him to sit in. And it was just like 30 people. It wasn't even a big crowd. So that's all I'm saying. And then all the heat that he's receiving regarding the school. Let's just put our thinking, and then especially those that want to get on. Oh, you got your money, leave him alone. All that heat that you have coming down because of the school. Why are you like all over creation? Why isn't he? And they're focusing on let me make this school, or let me show these people so I can shut them up. I really believe if he opened those doors, he'll get more money. Out of simple, they're gonna go, look, I know he took 10 years. I know he got some poor behavior, but you know what? The concept is beautiful. Let me support the dream. I said in one of my videos. Now, I don't know if you saw that. I said in one of my videos, FDMG open, I'm going to throw him a donation. I'm going to do it. Straight up. If it opens. But I don't believe in my heart of heart it's going to open. That's why I was adamant about getting my money back.
Well, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great concept,
No, it's a beautiful concept. And I think as a black person, who wouldn't want to see that become a reality? My thing is don't be swindling people. You're giving, that's what in the black community we call a pipe dream. You giving me a dream, but you know good and darn well you have no intention of,
So first of all, we're not talking about someone with Oprah's budget, right? He doesn't have a budget like Oprah, right? Who, by the way,
he had enough money to open that school.
We don't know how much he had. How much?
Well, he I think he reported making $700,000. That man collected enough money to open that school.
700,000. Okay, that sounds like a lot of money. But now, when you get into contractors
right. And that's why I'm telling you, I think he went over his head, because I'm gonna give you realistically speaking, and I've never opened a school, I've never ran a school.
But how much? So hold on. He had 700,000 out of what was he trying to raise? $1 million?
I think $1 million, yes. And still, he'll probably need more than $1 million. Because let's say he got the building, right? Let's say he opened the school, because he keeps getting on social media. The last podcast, he goes, well, I'm not giving a date until I'm just going to open it. So now he don't want to give nobody no date. He's like, when it open, which I think that's like ludicrous. Like, now you leaving everybody in the dark. If by chance he opened the school, I mean, y'all think you don't need no PhD to figure this out. You don't even need an associate degree to figure this out. You could be a high school dropout to figure this out. If this man opened the school, the money for staff, just staff alone, referring to teacher, custodian worker, cafeteria worker, bus driver, and the office staff. Those are the secretary, the people in the office. You got to get a pass. That calls when the kids are off. They give you that robot call. Okay, that's just staff. And then let's talk about equipment for the school. We're talking about desk. We're talking about computers. We're talking about stuff that you need to function on a daily basis. That's that. And then if he talking about he about to do a state of the art gym. So I'm thinking there's going to be a basketball team. There might be maybe a football team. I don't know. We definitely know it's going to be a basketball team because he promote that gym continuously. Okay, you got balls, you got jersey, you got stuff, equipment, and then going to game or hosting a team to come over. I think
he has a lot of overhead.
He has extremely a lot of overhead. I think he had this vision. He got excited. He got the community all hyped, and this man didn't even have a plan in place. I truly, and I'm not saying this to bad. I'm not saying this to tear him down. I think he had a vision with no plan. No, it ain't as possible. Why do you speak politically correct? He ain't had no plan, King.
No, I don't. I can't speak about what I don't know.
He don't have no plan. He don't have no plan. He don't move like somebody who had a plan.
All I can say, that's possible. Okay? And let's look at it this way.
And then the school nurse, you have to have like a little mini clinic. Whoever's not feeling good, you go lay there till your parent gets you or tell you if it, I mean, just so much that go into. I don't think he thought it through. There was no plan.
Like I said, quite possibly, right? That's quite possible.
And then he said private school. Now, I don't want to speculate. Is he allowing them to come in civilian clothes? Once a school is private, we're talking about uniform. Did he get a company to have uniform ready with the FDMG logo where a parent have to purchase? And then the school, the price for the school, you got some middle class family that wouldn't pay that kind of money. If they live in a suburb, they're going to send their kid to the public school because it's good. And if they pick a private school, it'll probably be a Catholic school. Like, Catholic education is the cheapest education. You understand? And then I'm like, your base is African American, and then Umar's core supporter are low income people. I mean, you got different people in the community, but his core supporter are people within on Section 8, people from the hood. That is his core. That's facts. Even though there's a fluctuate of different income in the community, but that's fact. So you building a school for the community, that kind of price, like, it looks like he didn't think it through. And then he got 6 degrees. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand it. For someone who know a little something, I don't understand it. Maybe somebody could explain to me in the chat, well, explain it to me, because I don't understand it. 6 degrees. And I don't have 6 degrees, and I figure that out, like, how is the community going to be able to afford the school? Fact. Are you still with me, Baba?
So state funding is what I'm thinking.
Well, he's not doing state funding. The base is grassroots.
So he says.
Yes, he's stated that continuously. Grassroots.
So then you know, I mean, those are things that he has to explain. You know, that would be nice if he met with community.
And again, back to why we're having this for the conscious community. He abruptly canceled the tour. So we're back again. See, it's like a circle. We're just going in.
No, it's not a circle. It's just that we just, again, it's really not a circle. I mean, we've kind of put all the possible outcomes out there and explanations. We've addressed them already. You know, I think the community, if they want to pull out,
I think a lot of people pulled out in the community.
10 years.
A lot of people has already pulled out.
Yeah.
Come on now, let's keep it real.
That's fine. And so after 10 years, if they want to pull out and not support it, then that's where it is. You know. So
Baba.
like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a personal fan of Dr. Umar, but at the same time, I'm not out to get him.
Yeah, but you think I'm out to get him?
No, it's not. I'm just saying. I'm speaking for myself.
I want accountability, and then if I call myself an activist, is it bad if I want to be an activist on behalf of those I know for a fact has given money and like, hey, give the money back or give accountability? Is that out to get them? And I don't understand how some of them would type in, why are you persecuting them? How am I persecuting them? How am I? And you know what? Let me tell you something about Dr. Umar, and then I'm gonna close it up, Baba. Let me tell you something about some of them that gets on public social media. They're defending Umar like their life depend on it. Umar don't even care about you. I think if some of these ladies they get on my page, I don't know if they're trying to be seen by Umar, because Umar trolled my channel. Umar was a paying member on my channel. So I don't know if they're trying to get the king's attention or whatever. Let me tell you, Umar don't rock with nobody who don't give him no money. It's about his pocket. He take notice of you bringing that dough in, period. So some of them, they're defending him to the core and ain't even give $5 to FDMG. You haven't given any money to his core, but you out here supporting him. Umar, you persecute, and there's one I said, well, what all due respect, since we're having this dialogue, what have you contributed to FDM? I mean, this woman kept the dialogue going and gave a penny to FDM, not a penny. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Like, having this discussion with you was a waste of time for me. Because Umar don't care about nobody who don't give no money. You know that. Tell them that. I want you to tell them that.
So I mean, that's just reality. I mean, President Trump don't care about you if you're not a big donor.
I know this. You're kind of politically correct. You balance it, but okay, I get it.
No. I mean, your pastor don't care about you if you don't donate.
Fact.
Okay.
Fact. You're not putting that tithe not offering. He'll shake your hand, but he ain't carving time out for you, and that's not all pastor. But you give that big tithe and offering, pastor's gonna take note of you. Fact.
No. I'm saying so that's a given. I mean, that's implied that
But the point I'm making, the one that are diehard, and I see some of them. Like I follow other YouTuber, and then sometimes you see an off comment, in somebody's chat, and I'm like, wow. And then these people are haven't even give $1 to FDMG. You're supporting somebody. If you're really into Umar like that, put your money where your mouth is.
Right, sure.
What is going on with my grandfather clock? Keep chiming like that this late. Yeah, so. Well, Baba, thank you for taking the time and, to talk with my YouTube channel member to kind of give him a more glimpse of, how.
Little insight, just a little
insight of those who are key members, like, of what's taking place. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Do you want to say something to them before we get off?
No, I'm good. Just a little insight. That's all. My 2 cents for what it's worth, and just to give it a different perspective. We have to. Well,
I appreciate the time, and I appreciate.
In closing, we must always show up for one another. Okay, we must always show up for one another. Okay, that's what I'm speaking for. Speaking to when I'm talking about. How we treat each other publicly, how we treat each other online, and vice, just so on and so forth. We must do better at showing up for each other.
Well, Bubba, can I say this? I'll be kinder I'm gonna have a more softer approach towards him, but at the same time, I don't want. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, and I'm not gonna like anything he does out of pocket. I'm gonna publicly speak on it. Like, why shouldn't I?
And you have every right to, right?
And then one thing I know, because you told me, you're like, oh, I think you're a little harsh on him, you're a little bit. One thing, to be honest with you, I haven't said a lie on Umar. I have not lied on Umar. I haven't said anything that Dr. Umar could say is untrue.
Right.
Well, he lied about the collapsing thing, but I have not lied on him. He elevated me in the conscious community, because everybody's like, see, the others don't know, but in the community we know. Like, it's sad.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. Just be mindful of how we show up for one another.
Okay. Point well made, and it's heard. Right. Yes, it's heard and received.
Good. That's all.
And thank you for your time. Peace be with you, my brother. Yes.
Right on. Okay. Till next time.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Sure. Take care.
Take care. Family, I want to say thank you for joining me for this interview. I hope it was enlightening. I'm not a malicious person. I'm a kind and loving person. I'm not perfect. No, I am not. I'm far from perfect. But at the same time, if for some of you, if it appears that I've come across too harsh on him or too aggressive on him, I will be more mindful. Coming on here if I have to say something regarding him. But I want to let you guys know, I'm a person of integrity. I have not gotten on here and said anything about him that wasn't truthful, that was said in a malicious or to tear his character down. And he knows that. That's why he really can't really come out and speak publicly. He knows. Now, he's human. Nobody like someone who's coming and pointing out their fault. I'll be kinder, but we can't ignore the facts. We can't ignore truth. That's all I'm saying. So now I'll probably bring those who have testimony instead of me talking, because this is like a slap in the face. You got your money, you still talk. You got your money, so I'm like, so somebody shot somebody. I'm supposed to stay quiet and not say nothing. You can't be silent in the sight of injustice. That's all I'm saying. But I will soften my tone. But thank you, and I hope you all had a wonderful time Thursday. It was family time. I hope it was blessed and it was enjoyable for each and every one of you. The year's coming to an end. I just want to let each member on this channel, you are appreciated, and I'm grateful. You guys have embraced me from day one till now. I remember when the channel started, when it was just 24 people on the channel, and the channel has grown. Thank you, and I want to bring good content, but a lot of you know me because of this film that I did with him, so I don't want to ignore important information and to just sit on it. I think it's only fair to share it with my channel member. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was enlightening. I hope it was worth everyone's time. Until next time, Marianne, thank you. Good night.